Zodiac signs with the gift of healing. There are people next to whom the body relaxes, the pain goes away, and the soul seems to find support. This is not a coincidence or an accident, it is an innate gift. Among all the zodiac signs, there are those who have been given the ability to heal from birth, with a word, touch, energy, their very presence. They do not need to be taught the art of helping. They feel the pain of others as their own, and know how to transform it into strength. Today you will find out which signs have this rare gift, who can become a healer not by profession, but by nature, who heals not only the body, but also the deep wounds of the soul. If you feel that you can help people, watch to the end, you can be one of them. Subscribe to the channel if you want to understand your abilities more deeply and reveal the power that you could only guess about before. And in the comments, write whether you have noticed such a gift in yourself or your loved ones. Perhaps your path has already begun a long time ago. Let's begin. Signs that can heal no worse than an experienced healer. The first sign is Leo. Leo's ability to heal others begins with his presence. It is not care expressed in words or physical touch. It is an inner strength that passes from him to others without effort. Leo radiates confidence, and it is this energy that acts as an antiseptic against fear, doubt, and internal paralysis. People around him begin to breathe more freely, think more clearly, make decisions that they were previously afraid of. He activates a person's own strength, without suggestions, without pressure. Just with his state. Leo's gift of healing works through the restoration of self-worth. He knows how to raise from the rubble. He sees potential in a person before the person himself realizes it. And he begins to speak, look, act as if this potential has already become reality. This changes everything. He does not offer a solution to the problem. He includes in a person the belief that it is surmountable. He pulls out of a defeated state and puts on their feet those who have given up. His words work as a stabilizer, and his silence is like a reminder of who you are. Leo has the ability to sense where exactly another person's weak spot is. He doesn't necessarily understand bodily anatomy, but his inner sense tells him where to direct his attention. He can point out what is suppressed, or support where there is an internal breakdown. His gift is especially powerful when a person nearby is in a state of fear, loss, panic. At such moments, Leo seems to activate and becomes a fulcrum. Not with words, with presence. This is a sign that can literally bring back the taste for life. Its energy is warm, stable, strong. It dispels depression, liquefies anxiety, instills clarity. His gift is not intrusive help, but the restoration of self-esteem in another. He is able to say one sentence, and a person will begin to overcome an emotional illness. His energy does not cure the disease, it cures the attitude towards it. And this is already half the recovery. The second sign is Virgo. Virgo's gift is precise and conscious. She does not work through emotions, she scans the problem at the system level. This is analytical healing, where her mind becomes a tool for fine-tuning. She feels where the balance of another is disturbed, not by words, not by intonation, by micro-details. Her perception is subtle, critical, and absolutely precise. She knows how to get to the bottom of things without touching personal space. She can pull out the root of pain and explain where the failure occurred. Her healing is purification. She knows how to eliminate chaos. Where everything is confused, where a person is drowning in meaningless internal noise, Virgo creates order. She does not say, "You feel bad," she gives structure, how to get out of it. It is she who can make a recovery plan, be it a physical condition, a moral crisis, or psychological trauma. Her strength is in the ability to separate symptoms from the cause, and direct energy to where the real source is. Virgo does not need gratitude. She is not interested in recognition. She helps not for the sake of a reaction, but for the sake of a result. Her presence is quality control over the state of another. And if someone nearby falls, she will not panic. She will scan the situation, determine priorities, and start acting. without unnecessary emotions, but with high accuracy. This is her gift, rational intervention, which heals more effectively than sympathy. Her attention to detail is a tool that can change the entire vector of another's internal state. She can notice that a person wears heavy clothes when he is uncomfortable, or hears that there is fatigue in the voice, which the person himself does not notice. Her ability to read deviations is a built-in system of internal response. And her recommendations, although dry, have a precise restorative effect. The third sign is Scorpio. For a representative of this sign, healing begins not with his hands, but with his gaze. He is able to read someone else's pain without words, as if scanning the inner state of another person. At the same time, Scorpio is never in a hurry to help. His gift works only when he feels a real request. Everything related to physical and psycho-emotional recovery is not just a theory for him. It is a skill that he hones unconsciously. In his presence, the patient's temperature decreases, a panic attack is erased, and physical pain goes away without the use of drugs. His attention is a catalyst for changes in the body of another person. The healing energy of Scorpio is directly related to transformation. He does not heal superficially. He makes the other live through his pain, realize it, bring it to light, and then let it go. This is a difficult path, but it is the only one that gives results. Scorpio is able to relieve chronic pain, help with old injuries, and recover from psychological breakdowns. He does not offer relief, he starts real regeneration, and he does it contactlessly, without theatrics, exactly like a surgeon, but energetically. The gift of healing in Scorpio awakens most often in a moment of crisis. When a person on the edge is nearby, a special mode is turned on in him. He feels what exactly needs to be said, what movement to make, where to direct his hands or gaze. Sometimes he just sits nearby without saying a word, but the recovery process is already starting in the other person's body. He knows how to find the source of the problem, not the symptoms, but the root. He does not need a medical education, because he feels where the energy is disturbed, which organ suffers and why. Scorpio is especially strong in working with those who have experienced severe shocks, divorce, loss, betrayal, depression. His gift is aimed at healing mental wounds, but the result is also manifested on the physical level. After communicating with him, people's sleep improves, panic states disappear, blood pressure normalizes. He can be a doctor, a psychotherapist, a massage therapist, but often even in everyday life his healing is manifested by chance, in a conversation, a touch, in a single glance. The peculiarity of Scorpio is that he does not use his gift for demonstration. He does not heal on request, does not strive to be a guru. His ability is activated intuitively, spontaneously, at the moment of maximum presence. At the same time, after helping, he often leaves, not expecting gratitude. He is like a battery that charges another and disappears until the next signal. His strength is in the depths. He is not afraid of someone else's pain, because he knows how to go through it and lead others with him. He does not brag about this gift, he just lives with it, helping those who are truly ready to change. The fourth sign is Sagittarius. In his body, energy moves like a stream. He does not delve into the feelings of others, does not analyze injuries, but knows how to restore strength. Sagittarius is a sign through which the energy of life's joy passes. His healing is not about tears and rethinking, but about returning to activity. He heals with motivation, laughter, light, movement. A person who has communicated with a Sagittarius comes out of inner darkness not because he has solved the problems, but because he no longer considers them insurmountable. This effect cannot be underestimated. It is such healers who help to survive the acute phases of crises. The healing gift of Sagittarius is revealed in words. He can be a lecturer, a teacher, a coach, but even in an informal conversation, he seems to press an invisible button inside the interlocutor. And suddenly the one who was despondent gets up, walks, acts. Sagittarius does not console, he awakens. This is a special effect that is launched without effort. His speech, intonation, timbre of voice have the ability to affect the internal structures of a person, raising them to the surface and activating recovery. But not only words work. Sagittarius has an amazing body. When he touches a person, it is as if he transfers energy in the literal sense. Massage, hugs, even a handshake can give an impulse on a physical level. This is especially evident in those who are associated with fitness, dancing, sports. Sagittarius healers heal through movement. They feel when the body needs to warm up, where the energy has stagnated, and how to make it circulate again. They do not need to explain anything. They see it in the pose, gait, gestures. Sagittarius is the only sign that heals not by feeling the pain, but by bringing it out of it. He does not look at a person as a patient. He sees a resource in him. His gift is in the ability to highlight the path, give the strength to go. He does not waste time on sympathy, he gives a specific vector. And if a person is ready, he immediately feels this energy shift. Sagittarius will not push, will not pull. He will simply raise the torch and say, "Go there," and the pain will be left behind. Sagittarius healing is not about miracles, but about inclusion. People around him begin to act, make decisions, get out of apathy. In his energy, it is difficult to remain in pain. This is a healer driver, an inspirer, a guide. He returns not to peace, but to life. And this is especially important for those who are stuck. This is his gift, not to heal, but to awaken the power that will itself lead a person out of illness. The fifth sign is Libra. Libra's healing begins with harmonizing the atmosphere. Their ability to balance space works at a level that is difficult to explain. Where there is chaos, tension, aggression, Libra creates order, balance and beauty. Their energy acts as a soft antiseptic. It does not burn out, but dissolves. This is a sign that can heal with words, intonation, but most importantly, with its position. Libra sees where an internal conflict arises, and they do not just point it out, they know how to find an approach that does not hurt, but accurately suggests. Their gift is in soft precision. They do not go ahead, but achieve the desired effect. In a conversation with them, a person begins to see what he did not notice before. Libra does not heal physically, they stabilize from the inside, returning a person to a lost sense of balance. This is a sign that feels what exactly knocked another off track, and returns to the point of balance. Libras may not know all the circumstances, but they feel the emotional geometry of what is happening. If someone near them is suffering, they build an energy structure where suffering becomes temporary, not key. They know how to expand perception. Their phrase can put an end to a long-term internal conflict, and the person will feel relief, without deep explanations. Because it is easier to breathe with Libra, they also know how to turn on when it comes to interpersonal problems. Their gift is to heal broken relationships. They know how to hear both sides, feel where the conflict has become toxic, and show how to expand it. Libra is a sign that heals through restoring balance. They return internal stability, even if the external world is collapsing. And this makes them natural healers of the emotional background.